Race 13 out of 15 season, and this points battle couldn't be much closer. Patrick Morrison here in the booth with Simtrax Broadcasting, coming to you live this Saturday night. Just like Nashville Superspeedway, Kansas opened in 2001. The original configuration had this track as a tri-oval with 15 uniform degree banking around the turns, but Kansas couldn't have that, no way. So a major reconstruction project came over in 2012. That changed the banking now to 17 to 20 degrees, what you see here today. Many other changes came to the track, such as the 2.3-mile road course on the infield and 72,000 seats for the spectators. Taking a quick look here at Randy, boy, he's going to have me for that one. Billy Stanley out there on the track. Hopefully we're going to see him nail a solid time here. He had a couple spin-outs during practice up there with Philip Temple, so I know these guys are fast out there on the track, but already taking a look at who is out there in the chat. Heather Jewett, Connie Bledsoe. Yeah, well, we're going to have to see if Randy Bledsoe has the win here for tonight. We'll see how well they do. I'm waiting to see when Kathy Wallace shows up and says hello. But we are right now in the middle of qualifying here. Let's take a look at what we've got on the books here for tonight. 25 laps, no tire limit, one fast repair. So these guys have one chance to get it done. Of course, like I said, a mile and a half out there on the track, and then 70-degree track temperature as well as the air temperature. So it shouldn't be too bad at this point as we see these guys get around here. Holloway right now holding off onto the front row. Austin Evans nailing second. Philip Temple's in third. Fast times, as you can see, they're only separated by a few thousandths of a second here. As we see if Billy Stanley can get a little bit faster time here. He screams toward the line. Let's see if he's got anything for us here. Looks like a 32.16, so about 10 thousandths of a second shorter than his last run there. Right now, pole holder is Austin Evans here in this number 20 machine. All the way to pit, brother. All the way to pit. Not too shabby by all our drivers out here so far. Appreciate you guys joining us here tonight. It should be a good running. We'll see what all we have in store for us here tonight. Like I said, this is second to last. Kansas is tonight. Which brings us what to tomorrow will be. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we're going to head to the bumpy track of Iowa and then finish off at Daytona. So that is going to be a nasty turn of events for part of this track for these guys to kind of get choked up here. We'll go over the points here in just a little bit. Right now, let's keep our eyes here on Robert Lynch. Robert Lynch there for the 7th position. That will do it for him. See if anybody else. Matthew Barker, ace, is out there. Anybody out there on the track qualifying? Yes. Adam Roberson here in the 28. There he is. Do not see this as an out lap. This may be his first run. There it is, 12th. Yeah, he was running pretty fast in the pack with the rest of the guys during practice. Interesting to see if they kind of prove the same piece here. Let's take a quick peek at our results during practice. Robertson did have the fastest time during practice. Lynch second and Philip Temple's third. So hopefully we'll see if he can lay down fast time here. Crosses the line. 12th to where? Third. Not too bad. Definitely what you want to see getting turned around on this one. Taking that time, kind of throwing it away. I don't believe David Cox or Dean Viney here are going to go ahead and get underway, but let's take a peek at our drivers here tonight, and then we'll get the kind of cut myself off there, right there toward the end. We're taking a look at everybody down pit road right now, kind of taking a sneak peek of what, all the paint jobs that these guys are running here tonight and what they've got in store for us here. Let me see if we can find somebody to kind of have a chat down here at this point so far. Somebody, let's see, somebody we normally don't talk to. How about Greg Myers? I haven't talked to him before. Let's talk to Greg. Greg, you got a copy on me here, bud?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man, dude. All right, dude. Man, how's the track holding up for you out there tonight?
It feels pretty good. It feels real good, actually.
All right, man. Well, kind of what are you looking forward to today? Is there anybody out there you know that you're gonna be kind of following along, or somebody following you out there?
Well, I'm hoping to be able to run along with Austin or Rich and just kind of follow in their tracks and find some speed towards the end.
All right, man. Well, definitely. What is the what's the toughest part of this track that you're finding out here tonight? What is your biggest concern here?
Well, for me, turn entry has been kind of rough, catching it in the right spot. That way, when I'm coming out, I'm carrying more speed versus scrubbing speed off because I'm turning in too tight.
Alrighty, man. Well, hopefully you're able to go ahead and keep that down. Normally, if you're turning in too tight, man, that's going to put a lot of right front tire wear on that super late model you're running out there. But while I got you here in the booth, Greg, you mind giving me some of your shout-outs here?
Yeah, well, there's Raw Dogs Racing League. Those guys are all my buddies, and I learn a lot running with them. And then Farm Simulator 22, you can see we got the car dressed up tonight for that. Because they just released a new patch. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, Greg. Hopefully we'll see you in the top 5 tonight, bud.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody, Greg Myers there. Hopefully, gonna get himself definitely some pace out there. Farming Simulator, yes, he does there on the car, trying to make sure it looks nice and fancy out there. Alrighty, let's see who else we can have a chat with here tonight. Are coming up kind of to the end of the run here. Let's talk to Richard Suddeth. There we go. I haven't talked to Richard in a little bit. Hey, Richard Suddeth, man, how's it going out there? Uh-oh, come on, you can do it. You're almost there. Oh, no. Not good. Let me see if I can find somebody else here. Alrighty, let's try Billy Stanley. Billy Stanley, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do. What's up, Patrick?
All right, there he is. Got somebody. Richard Suddeth, I think, might be making a pit stop there out of the car when I got to him there, so I'll bring it to you. Not saying you wouldn't be my first choice. Dude, what a wild run it is out here. How confident are you feeling out here on the track?
I feel pretty good. I don't really qualify that well here, but once the race gets going, I'll be there.
All righty, man. Hopefully everything goes well. Some of these guys are saying turn entry is kind of tough. Is there anything that you can kind of think from the outside looking in that, how is it for you? Are you having a hard time turning in?
No, some people are just turning in too early, I think is what the problem is. If they just pause maybe a half a second and make that corner in there, it just hugs that bottom. But that's not where you really want to be. That second groove is the fastest one. It'll start showing up here after about 5 or 6 laps. You'll see everybody move to it.
Oh, yeah. I kind of figured something like that, using that 17 to 20 degrees of banking and actually let the turn your car to help guide you in is probably the best route here tonight. But, all right, Billy, dude, go ahead and give me your shout-outs before I get you ready to go.
Okay, thanks to Performance Distributors. They're a great sponsor. Thanks to all the fans for watching. And thanks to you for calling the races. I've been enjoying these replays.
Oh, yeah, man. I hope you're going to like some of my new camera angles, man. Some of them are looking pretty slick. We're able to even look at you grabbing a hold of the wheel here tonight.
All right. I hope everybody enjoys the race.
All righty. Billy Stanley, there he is. So let's go ahead and take a look at our grid here tonight as these guys get started. Looking good here so far. Out here on the track, Philip Temples is going to bring us out in front. Austin Evans coming second. Roberson in third. Daniel Holloway will be fourth. Randy Bledsoe fifth. Richard Suddeth will be in the 6th position. Looks like Rich Blake in 7th. Robert Lynch going to be starting back in 8th. Rob Yost 9th. Matthew Barker 10th. Douglas Johnson will be starting 11th with Billy Stanley on the outside of the 6th row in 12th. Let's rotate to the back half of the field here where the last final few guys are. Greg Myers in the 13th. Dean Viney in 14th. And David Cox starting in the final position. Philip Temples with some fast times out here tonight. Definitely going to be the man to beat. We'll see what all he has in store for us so far. Definitely want to keep an eye on that 17 car. Philip Temples may try to break away, but he's got a lot of fast guys around him. And then we'll talk about our points lead here in just a second, right as these guys get going here. All right, Barney in the stands. Here we go. Green flag is out. Philip Temple's in the lead so far. Austin Evans toward the outside. Let's see if this inside lane gets any sort of a run here, diving into turn 1. Philip Temple's holding down onto the bottom right now. Austin Evans keeping very, very close here, trying to see if he can manipulate a little bit of that door draft so he doesn't fall off. Toward the outside he goes. Roberson going to see if he's going to give this 17 a little help here on the backside of that Meineke car. Robertson running kind of plain Jane here tonight. We'll look at take a look at Randy Bledsoe as well, as he's got a new paint job out there in the field. And right now, still side by side, 1, 2, 3, and 4, it seems, through lap 1 at this point. Definitely a good battle here in the front. Only separated by about 30 thousandths of a second here between Philip Temples, Austin Evans, and these bumpers here. There we go. Daniel Holloway starting to give that little bit of the... removing some of the rear downforce from the back of that 20 car, allowing him to go ahead and catch up down the backstretch. A little more angle here by Philip Temples, trying to squeeze Austin Evans toward the wall here. And see if he can kill him. Oof! Daniel Holloway, a little nudge there to the 20 car, and I think we're about to find a lot of danger. As Rich Blake, oh man, Rich Blake's getting ready to slice toward the inside, and away he goes. Rich Blake looking for this 5th position. Randy Bledsoe, a lot lower than I would have expected here. Robertson battling here for the 2nd position with Austin Evans. Randy Bledsoe in a nice, safe comfort zone at this point, right in the middle. Let's stay up front here as Philip Temples is now starting to break away. The more these guys battle between Robertson and Evans, Temples will start gaining distance. Robertson definitely making some good moves here. Take a look at... Randy Bledsoe's paint job here. Got a nice blue tint to it. I like it. Definitely new here for Kansas. Looks like Adam Roberson here kind of dials it back there a little bit, coming out of 4. Might have tightened up right there in the middle of the turn. It is still okay for them to race down toward the bottom. Have no fear. Let's get a little noise down there on the track. Let's see if we can get a little closer to these guys. Kind of see what we see here. Much better. As you see, Philip Temples taking off with this one so far. Staying toward the front, stretching out that lead by about 0.3 of a second here. If there's a caution, it's going to kind of wipe it away. But only 1.5 miles here at this track. Looks like everybody is trying to square it off here a little bit. Now Austin Evans is now under fire by Rich Blake in the 66. Had a 2-race win streak, but it was broken last week. Last week, of course, us being at Dover. Definitely an interesting track there. We're only running that 1 mile concrete. That was definitely a tight squeeze at that track. If you guys don't remember anything about Dover, Roberson, Holloway, and Bledsoe. Those guys came 1, 2, and 3 in that race. Definitely Roberson getting a little more each race per his qualifying or his race finishing is tightening up that points lead there on Randy Bledsoe. Randy Bledsoe is only ahead by 2 points here so far. He may have to win this race here to kind of capitalize on this points lead. He is your season 1 champion. And he's trying to retain here. He's trying to kind of keep that trophy here coming back to him. but it is not going without notice here as Philip Temples comes off about a three race hiatus here and now is back on track at Kansas. I believe last time we saw Philip Temples was at Nashville. So maybe kind of reaching the middle of the U.S. here is where he likes to race. Ooh, man, time to take a look here at Billy Stanley. Man, he just got around Robert Lynch. Right now, biggest mover of the race is Billy Stanley, up 5 positions here so far. Definitely making a lot of good driving out there on the track. As you see, he's kind of diving down toward the bottom, coming off the race surface. That is okay. Some of these guys don't like that tri-oval feel. They slide their way toward the bottom. Definitely a good clump of cars here toward the front. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the back four starting actually with Yost, Viney, Myers, and Cox. These guys have dialed way back, and I believe somebody's around. Austin Evans is around. Now bring out our first caution. Look out. Yeah, that one looked like just a little bit of miscommunication there. Hey, there's Richard South. There he is. All right, that is going to bring us to our first caution replay here. I'm going to roll it on back. Let's take a look, see what happened here. Because Austin Evans, definitely one of the faster guys out here on the track, starting outside the pole, falling back something fierce here. Was not a good position for him on this run here. See if we can kind of give it another angle. From the top side here, let's take a look. Man, look at the angle of these cars. Oh, looks like Holloway caught the right rear. Oh, Holloway caught the right rear. Yeah, Austin Evans, you see him turn that wheel just trying to get it going, but then it snaps back. Barely clips the back end of Billy Stanley. Oh, man. Robert Lynch, he'll be in there for a quick repair on that one. That was a hard hit into the wall. These guys kind of go car to car, create a wall, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe the 71 gets in on it. Yep, looks like Dean Viney goes in there and gets wiped out. Wow, definitely a tough squeeze there. Can't blame them. A lot of good drivers out there. This one was just battle inches on that one. Just a slight nudge. Everybody right now has come down pit at this point. Adam Roberson with the fastest time off pit, 9.75. Everybody did come down pit. Went A-OK. Kind of got bumped around there a little bit. Let's see if we can have a little chat here with Austin Evans. Austin Evans, you got a copy on me here, bud?
I do.
All right, man. Now, I know how it feels. You got definitely a little upset about that one. I will take a look here from the top. Dude, it was so close, and I think he just barely nudged you right there on the back.
No, he meant to. That's all right.
Oh, man, I hate when you say that. He meant to. Well, it was kind of going around the turn there, and I know he bumped you a couple of times, but it looks like he slid there right toward the top, and the outside that left front fender just caught the quarter panel there. Got you, Robert Lynch, and Billy Stanley turned around in that one.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, man. But I will talk a little more real time then before we get underway here in just a sec. You started outside the pole here, but we're kind of rolling back. Is the car kind of tightening up on you here?
Man, I don't know. In practice, the outside line was the way to go, but clearly that was wrong in what I saw at the start of this race. So we'll see how it plays out, if it changes or not. So we'll see if my pit strategy works out for me on this restart.
All right, man. Well, we will keep an eye out there for you and see if this changes up for you, man. Good luck.
All right, sounds good.
All right, you can definitely feel a little frustration there, but as A-OK, that is going to happen here at the gRaceland Shootout Series. Not too many laps to go here. Almost 10 down. 16 to go, 15 once we get to the line. Man, look at that restart there by Roberson, getting yanked out off the field here. Around the track he goes. Tries to get that separation from Rich Blake. Rich Blake happy to be in that second position. Right now, not happy about that 28 car getting pulled away from him, though. Definitely watch out for Randy Bledsoe here down toward the bottom. Good battles here so far. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely you see these guys working together, 2 and 3. Bledsoe and Blake. So far, it seems Rich Blake has finally found his stride here in the final parts of the season. He started getting a lot of momentum here, and I don't think anything can really slow him down at this point. Get a different angle here, kind of seeing how these guys, how close they're getting. Right now, holding only about a fender on Randy Bledsoe on the outside. Definitely interesting to see the different race lines that these guys are taking here. Kind of dropping back and forth, sliding back, kind of trying to find a way to wedge in. It looks like Holloway's kind of giving up on the 66 car here and may let him fall down toward the back. Driver's coming down the back chute here into 3. Looks like Austin Evans. Okay. Well. I would say that probably wouldn't have been so bad if the conversation during caution hadn't happened, I guess. It's kind of hard to kind of comment on something when something like this happens. Let's kind of take a look here with Austin Evans here. Well, out there in the chat, guys, tell me what you think. Definitely not a, I guess not a good look here. That would, this would kind of be a good rivalry if we're lining up for next season here, but you can definitely see his hands move right there, kind of sending him the rest of the way. I don't think he meant to wipe himself out right here, though. Let me see. One more shot. I'm looking for... here we go. Here we go. Y'all are going to like this one. All right, check this one out. Nice angle from the back. Yeah, looked like he kind of got the angle on him, and then... that's kind of where he was, and then you can see the hands. Definitely that was definitely a nasty one here, guys. Right now, Austin Evans is still down pit road at this point. Unfortunately, Daniel Holloway in the 26 will be dialed all the way back to the back. All right, Coffee Man 6 out there. I see what you're saying. I was kind of thinking the same thing, man, but that didn't look good. That did not look good. tempers flare. It's going to happen everywhere. It's just how you handle it is kind of what defines how you race. And that, unfortunately, is, I believe, going to put him out of the race here so far. But right now, let's go ahead and talk to something happy right now in front. Right now, these guys 1 and 2 at this point. Our points leader on the top, and the man is only 2 points behind down on the bottom. Gonna go ahead and give it a shot here. All right, looks like good restart there out of Roberson. But yeah, the man on the move right now, Philip Temple's down at the back. Watch him, because now all of a sudden he's coming way from the back up to the front here. 17 machine, man, makes it look so easy. Round Robert Yost he goes. We are back under caution here. I believe Dean Viney in the 71 may have gotten it. Let's take a look at it here. Whoop. What in the world was that? Right on top of him, though. Right on top of him. I'm not quite sure what that was. Let's go ahead and get back to that chaser chopper here. Man, look at my logo everywhere. I love it. All right, let's take a look at the Doritos car. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if Lynch just drifted up the track there. That didn't look good. Man, this would be a perfect time to have a little chat with Mr. Lynch. Kind of see what all he's got going on out there tonight. Down pit road he goes. Let's have a chat with him. You know I was going to bring you in the booth. Robert Lynch, you got a copy?
I do.
Oh, dude. Hey, man, that thing right up the track on you?
Nope. I was holding my line.
What? Oh, man. Well, it looks like you and Dean Viney kind of got connected out there. Kind of, not a good one there, bud, but how's the track holding up for you out there?
That track seems fine. It's real tight racing, though, right now, so.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's saying they're kind of having a turn entry, kind of competition here, trying to figure out really where's the best angle to go. It's it's hanging in there for you, okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta. We've only got 12 laps to go, so.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a push toward the front. You might have to do a kind of a Philip Temples move, man, and just turn yourself into a bulldozer and fight your way toward the front here.
I'm thinking that's probably what I have to do there, but.
All right, Robert. Well, man, dude, go and give me your shout outs while I got you up here in the booth.
All right, AK Racing, of course, Simtrax Broadcasting, and can't forget Performance Distributors, who support for our league here, and of course, all the fans out there. So, just thanks for tuning in.
All righty, thank you, Robert. Appreciate it, bud. And hopefully I'll catch up with you at the end of the race.
All right, buddy.
All right, Robert Lynch. I think I talked to him one point. And he said, "Now's not a good time." I know I've been told a couple of times, "Don't talk to me. Too busy." I can't blame him, not at all. Taking a look at Matthew Barker right now, up 7 positions in this race so far. Not too bad. I believe a lot of drivers pit back on lap 13 and 14 here. Greg Myers, Douglas Johnson pit back on 13. Right now, everybody top 6 right now, including Billy Stanley. Pit back on lap 10. Dean Viney pit back on lap 10. And I think some of our new guys, some of our leaders, Phil Temples, Randy Bledsoe, Robert Lynch, and Rich Blake all pit on lap 14. So right now, all your guys who are leading the race are there in the back, but it looks like Billy Stanley might be coming back down pit road here. I think he's got a lot of damage on the front of that race car. let's stick with our guys here. Away we go. Roberson getting that separation. Already, man, definitely half a second away he goes. Definitely a restart he likes. Keeping a good battle here so far. Let's see if Barker can make this break over Rob Yost. Doesn't look too good. Richard Sudduth, highest spot of the night. Fighting here for that 4th position. See if he's got anything for Rob Yost here. See if we can get a camera angle. It's a little closer. There we go. Right on his door there. Waves at him as he goes on by here. Richard Sudduth finally getting a clean race so far toward the front. Richard Sudduth sitting in a quality podium position right now. Only 10 laps to go. Let's get a quick check in on Billy. Boy, that's a damaged race car. Boy, that thing got mangled tonight. Oh, and we're wrecking again, guys. Another caution out. Let's see if Greg Myers is in A-OK shape. That's going to bring out our 4th caution here for tonight. We got a few of them in the books now. Now, I saw there was a driver that was into the wall. We'll take a peek at it from this angle here. That should be Greg Myers toward the top here. Oh, look, yeah, looks like he's kind of slid out coming out of 4. Caught the edge of Philip Temples here. We'll roll to the guys on the infield there and kind of see what happened there. But it looks like Philip Temples definitely got some right front damage, but almost comes away unscathed from that one. Not too bad. But it looks like he comes back down. That's where we find him sliding through the infield. Alright, let's see if we can get a little more of a different rotation. Top side here. Let's take a look here. This is when the two of them clipped that wall. Yeah, I don't think 71 saw the wreck happening. 3 and 81 got down like, get out of the way. And those two guys wipe each other out. Look at Rich Blake. Man, master of avoiding. Holy cow. I'll take a ride along here with Rich Blake. I'll ride along with him. Oh, yeah, there's a good one. Loving these camera angles. Let's take a ride full speed and see what he sees. Just how calm to let off the gas as the rest of the guys are kind of wrecking out here. Excellent, excellent job here by Rich Blake. Yeah, good job. I mean, just... I know some people like wrecks and everything, but he really made it happen on this one. Rich Blake, fantastic job. Getting around. Don't know how he avoided it. I probably would have been hammered down and slammed into those two guys that weren't even part of the accident. Rich Blake so far seems to kind of have everything under control here. Cars are double stacked. Pace car lights still on. That means we still got another lap to get it done here. We're still taking a ride along here with Rich Blake. Looks like Dean Viney lined up behind him. Possibly taking a shortcut into the pits there, Stella. It is definitely possible, but as we go around for another caution lap here, we're going to cut away to commercial real quick, and I'll be right back.
Hey folks, John Schneider here. I'm so excited. This is actually my wife's car. Mine is covered up over there, but I want to thank Performance Distributors. Look at that. So good looking. And batteries. and all the wires here. I want to thank you for supporting our internal battle at home. Who is faster? Just hang on. We both have the ability to win the race. Why? Because we got the best distributors, batteries, and wires in the business, and we want to thank you for that. But as far as actually winning the race, me. Thank you. Thanks for this. Yeah, thanks for this. Bye.
This away here, guys. Got it squared away. Douglas Johnson in the wreck. Let's go ahead and get it squared away. Another caution replay here, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, it looked like Douglas Johnson kind of caught on the inside of Philip Temples again. Here's Austin Evans again in another incident here. Around these guys go. Yeah, Austin Evans just seemed can't catch a break here tonight. Some of it self-inflicted, some of it not. We'll take a look back at it overhead there. You do see Billy Stanley's car still down pit road at this point. And you hate to see it kind of taken out so early here in the race. But that 8 car is, like I said, is pretty mashed up out there. So, hopefully we will see Billy Stanley back out on the track. Right now we got 3 guys down pit road. Douglas Johnson, Billy Stanley, and Austin Evans. I believe Douglas Johnson has too much to repair, and that may be heading back to the garage. See if we can keep trying here. I know we got a lot of technical difficulties going on out there. Definitely Restream has been battling me with Facebook, guys. Alrighty, got my technical coordinator checking on the backside. That way you guys kind of hear and make sure everything is A-okay. So far. Hoping everything kind of squares away here. I think everybody's having a little bit of sound issues, my end and your end. iRacing tripping me up. If you guys kind of can see the setup, I've got to run to get this out there and give you the best quality picture. I think you'd understand. It's definitely a dice up for us, but dicing it up so far. Right now, take a look at that 81. See him kind of sneaking up from the back here. He's taking a peek there just outside the top 5. He's got a little ways to work here. Because if Roberson stays up front, I believe the lead is lost in the points race to Randy Bledsoe. Randy Bledsoe drops back and Roberson then takes it. So new restart here. Richard Suddeth looks like he had a little wheel spin here. Fighting along there with Holloway, and Holloway and Suddeth are gone. Man, definitely at this point, you almost wonder if, race control will be like, hey, guys, everybody come down, put tires on, because I think it's kind of a shootout between guys who have tires and guys who don't have tires. Some guys are slipping and sliding, somebody hooked, and then it just kind of grabbed each other and slung each other around. But we definitely both saw that here with these two guys getting hung up. Let's take another look at it here from the top. Suddeth a little slow on the gun here. Yeah, it looks like he kind of... Yeah, these guys just kind of meet up here. Definitely not what you want. Let me see if I can find us a different angle here, guys. From the top. Let's take a look. Trying to see if I can... There we go. I'm looking for something closer here. From the top, here we go. Try to see what happened between the 26 and the 95 here. Uh-oh. Look at David Cox in the 119. Man, watches it happen. Watches it happen. That Rich is... Man. Yeah, David Cox, actually, to me, personally, this is one of the highest placements I've seen him so far, and I hope it can continue for him. Because he definitely needs this one. I mean, he needs a solid top 5 finish here. So let's take another look at it from this angle. As we're riding along here with David Cox in the 119. Boy, that is close. All right. I think we've had enough of that one here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you. I've had enough of that one. Let's go ahead and get us back live. Right here, right now. Alrighty, everybody technical on my side. It says, everybody, we should have sound. Everything should be A-OK. Everything, visuals should be good. So we should be squared away. David Cox still hanging out in the 4th position. Philip Temple's last pit on lap 18. We only got 7 left to go in this one. Cautions do not count in this league. So, Roberson just kind of take off. That may be one way to set him back, is run him out of fuel. Alrighty, guys, out there in the chat, if the sound's looking good and everything's squared away, guys, give me a thumbs up and let me make sure everything's A-OK. I'm showing everything good A-OK my side. No, the cars are a little quiet out there tonight. Until I get super close, then we get them real loud. I just don't want to blow your guys' eardrums out there. Alright, good. I'll make sure. Everything's sounding excellent. Give a good drive-by here. Right, out there. Yes, nice shot. I figured somebody'd like it. All right, let's take a look at it right now. Roberson taking off for another restart here on his go, and he does. Look at Philip Temple's kind of looking for a place to scramble. Sorry, big trouble here toward the back. Right now in that 6th to 8th area. Austin Evans flying way back in the pack. And there he goes. Looks like Holloway. What? Holloway? Again? No caution at this point. Roberson is taking off here. Not 110% sure how that wasn't a caution. Definitely something to see. Might take another quick peek at it here. See if I can see. Come on, quick. I want to make sure this is not another incident here. Dude, come on, man. Alright, let's get back live. Alright, he's still battling down the track here. Randy Bledsoe is finally broken into the top 3. He's got half a second to make up here on Roberson. Bledsoe pit on lap 14, so his tires are 14 laps fresher. Not sure if that makes that much for a difference here. Battle now is Barker, Yost, and Rich Blake. There they go. Man. No, Temples. What? No. Oh, my. Oh, boy. Well, that'll collect the rest of the field. Seven cautions here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good. That 96 car is pretty wasted here. Alright, supposedly it seems we have a quality camera angle, really taking it from this top angle here. And let's see kind of how these guys... Yeah, I'd probably say this is a racing incident on this one. It looked like 96 was kind of holding his line, came down just a little bit, and 83 was on the rotation up. I think it was just a miscommunication where these guys were. But then Philip Temples gets hammered here. Definitely hate to see it. Let's take a look here. Philip Temples is ready to catch Robert Lynch. Robert Lynch thought he could squeeze through. Oof, he's up on the wall. Viney's hammered again. Man, oh man. Thought this was a race, not a demolition derby. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough out here, guys. I know definitely they try their best. They're trying to do what they can do, but Barney's got that caution flag back in the air here at Kansas Speedway. Definitely not going the way we had hoped here. Robert Lynch is down pit road at this point. There's a beautiful picture of the track. Looking good topside. It'll also give you a kind of a peek at that road course that they have as well. Yeah, it looks like pit stops are in order for some of these guys out there. Matthew Barker, Daniel Holloway is out. Oh, well. Nope. Yeah, he's out of pit now. Pit on lap 23. Looks like Rob Yost, Robert Lynch, a lot of damage on his race car. Another car out of the running here. Pace car lights are still on. Yeah, and we still see Billy Stanley back there. He's kind of got mashed up to pieces here. Richard Suddeth, I believe his car is kind of mangled as well. And Douglas Johnson and Austin Evans have taken it to the garage here tonight. Definitely not how I think some of these guys wish this race would have gone. Oh, man, look at you guys. You guys noticed the camera angles. I was wondering if anybody was going to notice. Been running them since a couple races now. Glad you guys noticed. I definitely like them for sure. Definitely giving a good peek there on the race car driver as well, especially Roberson here. Here he is in the front, rocking the Tennessee Volunteer helmet. Let's see if I can rotate a little bit back here. Randy Bledsoe, see how he's looking. Got the lime green frame. Looks like he's wearing some Dale Earnhardt colors here. All right. Yeah, this is going to be the shootout here. If these guys can keep it clean for a couple races, right now, points guys 1 and 2 sitting in 1 and 2. So this should be a good one here. Bledsoe's got to close the gap, though. Good restart, actually, by Bledsoe, not letting him get too far away here. David Cox just outside of a podium position here. Yeah, away we go. Looks like a few of these drivers. Field's starting to thin out just a hair here, and I think maybe some of these guys are kind of using their cars as a, you guys are saying out their bumper cars, kind of taking some tantrums out. But Holloway looks like he's almost making connection again there with Greg Myers. These guys are bobbing back and forth. White flag is out. We're going to go ahead and stick with our leaders here. Bledsoe's got to make his move now, and he's got to find a line that's going to stick tighter than what he's doing now. Down the backstretch we go. Only half a lap left to go. The 81's going to send it. Around the outside, 81 goes Randy Bledsoe. Does he have the speed, or is he going to cross him up? Slides down toward the bottom. Roberson blocks down toward the infield. They're sliding. Rich Blake wins it. Rich Blake wins it. Oh, my God. Rich Blake with his 3rd win on the year just by staying out of trouble. Rich Blake comes up with his 3rd win just by staying out of trouble. Good heads-up driving. Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome. And I got to admit, Roberson kind of pushing the 81 below the yellow line. I'm sure there are going to be some words said, but seeing these guys are both battling for positions in the chase here, I'm sure they're just going to kind of rub it off here. But let's go ahead and take a look here at Rich Blake and the concentration and just how calm. Here it comes. Rotate to the top. Look at that. And he just squeaks by. Just squeaks by. He beat him by 20 thousandths of a second. That's how close. Holy cow, that was awesome. Let me see if we can get us one more shot here. From the top. White flag was out, so anything happens here, guys. Across the line, look at this. Yeah! Oh, man. That was great. That was awesome. All right. Let's get right to it. Holy cow, what an amazing amazing race. Definitely finished out well. I will say that. It finished out very, very well, and I thought it could have gone a lot worse here. But Randy Bledsoe coming in 3rd, Adam Roberson in 2nd, and Rich Blake. Yeah, we're gonna kind of wrangle them up here. Definitely, I'm sure they're kind of cooling this one down just a little bit. I always want to make sure I give these guys some little bit of time to celebrate with their friends, but really they ought to be celebrating here down in the interview waiting room here, waiting on me. Right now, Randy Bledsoe. Randy Bledsoe comes in 3rd here, bud. Dude, what a wild race this was. I thought you might have had that there right at the end.
Yeah, it was mine to lose for sure.
All right, well, we kind of kept an eye on you. I knew there were some battles there back toward the back. Definitely a different angle it was, and I saw you kind of run him down. How did you feel about being run below that yellow line?
Oh, it's all good. It's all put on the line on the last lap there. If I hadn't hooked the grass, maybe I could have done it.
Yeah, I was wondering. I saw you clip the grass, and I said, all right, well, there's no doubt about it. They're going to send it the entire way. There's no lifting, baby. So definitely a heck of a shootout. Unfortunately, it allowed Rich Blake to slide right on through for the race win here tonight.
Yeah, that should have been a pretty good finish right there for the fans to watch.
Absolutely, dude. We got a bunch of camera angles of that. That was a wild finish, but man, he only beat Adam Roberson. I'm showing here about 20 thousandths of a second. That was close, man. But oh, dude, I think this is going to tighten up the points race between you and Robertson here, bud.
Yeah, I lost points lead tonight.
Oh,
Those
right.
cautions. Oh, those cautions killed me big time.
Yeah, I think some eyeballs will be put on this one for sure. It was definitely a pretty ugly race there toward the back of the pack, man. It was definitely rough. I would love to see, probably if this was 35 laps and get 20 laps under green, I think you guys would have had one hell of a race here. But yeah, the cautions just seem to be the cancer of this race here so far. But man, Randy, Iowa is next week, man. I better let you get practicing up for that one because you got to either see if you can get this points lead back or if he's going to start stretching the lead on you, bud.
I've had good races there, but they need to put water in that place and make a pond out of it.
Oh boy, man! I heard it's bumpy like Rockingham. I thought you'd like it.
I mean, it's the bump's fine, but it reminds me too much of Richmond, and I'm not a big fan of Richmond either.
All right, bud. Well, you got to retain your season 1 championship here, man. So let's go ahead and get you buckled down. Give me a shout outs and let's get you on the road.
Shout out to all the fans, performance distributors, all the friends and family that's watching. Billy for letting me run for Hound Dog, and shout out to you for putting it on there. Maybe I can pull it out of my hat next week. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, you're definitely going to have to work that qualifying, man. I think that's where Robertson's getting you most of the time here is just that qualifying time.
Yeah, I keep throwing. I cannot fire off. The more I run, the faster I am. That first long run we had tonight before the first caution, I was running down Phillip actually. I got past Adam there.
Yeah, that was definitely something out there. But Randy Bledsoe in the 81 machine, great job tonight, bud.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, by Randy Bledsoe. That brings us straight to Adam Roberson. Our second place finisher here tonight. Looked like he was going to be the winner, but no, he was not. Adam Roberson. Dude, the finish.
I'm not even. Hold on just a second. Let me change something here. No, I'm not even mad about it because, I had to do what I had to do on that one to stay in front of him, but I came up, 0.03 short of getting a race win, but I still gained points. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, and you now take the points lead here tonight, bud, with a second place finish and that awesome qualifying time. Now puts you up in the front. How confident are you feeling at Iowa coming up?
Well, I don't know about that one. I've not run there in a long time, and if I remembered right, I didn't like it so well. But it's now I've got to go on the defensive, and I'm not the best at that. So, because really, this is the third time I've had the points lead this year, and I've lost it both the other times. So we got to try to figure out a way to keep it this time.
All right. Well, I might recommend racing the car up about 2 inches due to the bumps out there, man. You don't want the front splitter up there grabbing the ground because it is definitely a bumpy track, especially if you're running mid 3 and 4. It's an ugly one, man. But talk to me about this last lap here with Bledsoe.
I seen he was getting a run, which I was running pretty close to the same lap times as you would in the draft out front, but I just knew he was going to get a good run, and I was sitting there thinking, if I keep it on the bottom, he may not get by me, but I do know you can get on the outside and actually side draft your way by. So I picked the lesser of two evils, I thought, and I ran him down in the grass, which, man, I'm not even mad about it because I ran him down there. That's what got us wrecked. So that's partly my fault, but you got to do what you got to do when you're coming to checkered flag, especially I couldn't take another caution. I was out of fuel. I had 1 gallon left.
Oh, dude, that was what I brought up. I said, I know how to slow Roberson down. If we get enough cautions out here, he'll run out of fuel, and he'll be outside the top 10, and that's going to let Bledsoe just walk away with this points lead here, man. But, that's funny. I thought it was pretty close, man. Definitely a tough one here. But, man, fantastic job tonight, buddies. You get the race lead. Like I said, only 2 races left to go. You guys, I believe, are off next week. So you should be a couple weeks from now, you'll be in Iowa, man. And you got to get practice up for that. And then Daytona is anybody's race.
Yeah, I actually have to practice for Iowa this week because that week I work 3 of the days. Then I'll be going on a trip to New York the other 3. So the only day I'll actually be home is that Saturday. So I'll have to practice this week for it. But hopefully I figure that one out. So I need to figure out how to get points lead extended a little bit. But Randy's due for a win. That's the bad part about it. He's due for a win. So I've got to try to figure out how to still gain points and him beat me.
All right, buddy. Well, go ahead and give me your shout-outs here, man. Let's get you practicing.
Thank Performance Distributors for sponsoring the league, Billy for having it, and I can say tonight, if you didn't like that show as a fan, I'll usually say hope we put on a good show as a fan. If you didn't like that, you probably don't like racing. That's the way I will look at that one. But thank to all the fans who do come out and watch us tonight, and I probably made half of them mad because I think half of them are for much Randy as they are for Billy. But hopefully we can. That's the first time I think me and him's touched all year, and if it's coming to the checker for a win, I can live with it. And considering I'm a spotter tomorrow night, he didn't make me too mad. So.
All right, man. Well, hopefully, like I said, you guys will hash it out. It is what it is. Like I said, it was just that last lap so close, and definitely it was the run. I thought he might cross you up, and he did on 3 and 4, ride high, and then slide back low. And yeah, that was a close run there. But fantastic job here tonight, Adam, and we'll talk to you later, bud.
Thanks, sir. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, buddy, Adam Roberson, which brings us, of course, to our last guy here. Seems to have it done. Rich Blake with an insane move here right toward the end. Definitely got it done. Oh boy, he's gonna be beside himself on this one. Well, Rich, I didn't think I'd be talking to you in this position. Did you?
No, not at all.
Man, we took a ride with you a bunch of times here tonight, and I think that saved you 90% of this night is just your wreck avoidance, bud, and really,
Oh, yeah.
from our angle, dude, great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just in the right place at the right time all night tonight. Just tried to stay, clean and run. I'm not very good at Kansas. Car just had a terrible push in, and I just couldn't get rid of it. I went in and changed the right side tires on the first pit stop, but then I didn't take enough fuel. It looked like we was going to have a couple more cautions. I thought, well, I better go back in and at least get a couple more gallons, because if we have to run around under caution, then I'm going to be running out again. So I took right sides again at that time, and it still didn't free it up like I like the car, but it was better than it was at the start.
Yeah, definitely some interesting ones. I think we rode along with you with a slide through when Philip Temples got collected up. Here you are sliding around the outside again, and it's just that slide up and around. That was just a wild run here, man. And if I'm not mistaken, this will be 3 wins here on the season. You had one and 2, I believe it was Nashville and North Wilkesboro.
Yep.
And then broke your streak at Dover, and then you're back on at Kansas. So Iowa's next week. Well, Iowa's after the 26th week, which, if I'm not mistaken, that should be the 3rd of December. How confident are you feeling about that?
I like Iowa. I run good at Iowa. That's a pretty decent track for me. If I can stay out of trouble there, if I can stay in the right place at the right time there, I'll be in real good shape.
Oh yeah, man. Well, this is definitely reeling in your points collection here so far, man. Dude, I wish you had turned this on right about that Milwaukee area, and I think you'd be right now battling these guys that were in front of you here tonight, right there toward the end.
I missed a couple of weeks earlier in the year too, and had some bad luck early in the year too. I mean, everybody gets it. We run through that, that's racing.
Oh yeah.
Everybody has their good luck and their bad luck, and right now I seem to be riding on a good luck roll.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely you have the momentum here, bud. At this point, everybody's got their eyeballs on that number 66 car. So go ahead and give me your shout-outs and tell me about it, man. Let's get you ready for Iowa in the next couple of weeks.
All right. I'd like to thank Performance Distributors for sponsoring this league, and I'd like to thank Billy Stanley for putting this all together and keeping us all under one roof. That's a job in its own sometimes. Gearhead Coffee, I'd like to thank Simtrax for broadcasting the race for us and bringing this to all the fans. And I want to thank the fans for tuning in and watching us run and have fun.
Alrighty, man. Great job, man. Dude, I am so beside myself on that final lap. You just sliding off to that side right there and just sneaking right on by for that win. That was amazing, dude. Fantastic job tonight. Rich Blake in the 66 machine, bud. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, sir. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. All right, Rich Blake, everybody. And like I was saying before, guys, Next race is at Iowa for race number 14. Keep that in mind. Thanksgiving weekend, they will be off the 26th. So that's that upcoming Saturday. We are not going to be here. These guys are going to take off, let you enjoy your holiday. You're going to have your kids over, your grandkids, whoever. Your relatives, doesn't matter. Everybody's going to be over. So enjoy your weekend on the 26th. We will resume on December 3rd for the gRaceland Shootout Series, right here. Same time, same place. And then the final race will be held on December 10th at Daytona. That should be a fantastic race there. I'm hoping I can talk them into a couple more laps at Daytona. Probably another 10 just for the final run, man, because that is going to be a wild one in these super late models. But boy, it's what a race that was there, right there at the end. Rich Blake sliding through. But man, thank you for joining us here at Simtrax Broadcasting. I will catch up with you guys the 3rd of December. So, of course, from Billy Stanley and everybody at the gRaceland Shootout Series, appreciate you coming out and joining us. So, be well, be safe, be kind, and I'll see you guys next time.